So here we have an interesting question from Benson. He's having an issue with when he applies green screen to his webcam insert, it affects the rest of the pictures, and how can he isolate it? And he's tried different things. So I've been giving this some thought and talked to him a little bit. He sent me a different image, which unfortunately still has this, but I think I got a solution for how he can do it. And so let's take a look at it. Well, we should just say first of all that the video in the background is something that he records on another piece of software, and he's trying to do some post-processing in Filmora. So let's take a look at what we can do. Now this is his green screen before he applies the chroma key, and I think it's pretty interesting here. I'm going to move it up one, and I'm going to get a stock media solid color, not green screen, or some other color here that we can see. Well, it doesn't really matter. We'll just put this color underneath. And this is a very interesting thing. If you go into AI tools and you apply the chroma key, and you can see we put a purple color down here below, and we apply the purple color, and we can see that it actually bleeds through. And that's what all this blue stuff is here. It's because he's applied a green screen to the video, which then makes this bleed through because it's called the alpha channel, and that's what makes it transparent. So how can we circumvent this issue here, assuming that he has a clean video to begin with? What we're going to do is, let's get rid of this sample color here. We don't need that. But we do want 2 copies of the video down here on the screen. And actually, we want to move that one up one. And then we're going to put his, he wants his background here to be something other than this green background that he wants to be able to, I don't know, have some other background anyway. But I'm going to take just, again, from the stock media, I'm going to go down into the solid colors, and I'm just going to find a background that we can use. A somewhat blue background. Shall we have a blue background, or yeah, let's have a dark blue background, and we'll just stick that in here for now. Now we're going to put this aside for the time being, the one on track 1, and we're going to work with the ones on track 2. And the first thing we want to do here is we want to isolate just him. And what we can do is we can go to the AI tools, which is where we were just playing around with the chroma key, and we can use this AI Portrait Cutout. And right away you can see we have isolated just him. So that's perfect. So now we have him isolated all by himself. Now what we want to do is actually select both the blue screen below and the original copy here with him cut out, and we're going to create a compound clip. So we select both of them, and we right click on it, and we do create compound clip, and we could give it some name, but I'm not going to bother doing that here just for brevity's sake. So that means that we have now combined them onto the same to one track. Now, this is, of course, identical to the video below. So if we were to just apply a mask to this right over him right here, he would get his cutout just the way he wants it. He would have whatever background. If he didn't use a solid blue like I'm using here, and he had some other background, he would stick that in there instead. So using this, we're going to go over here and go to masks. And we're just going to take a simple rectangle, and as we move it around, we can see that everything is visible around the mask except this. So we're going to put it over here, and because we're putting the mask on the compound clip, we're actually shining a hole right through it. So here we go, and we're going to, we're not going to make round corners. We're going to just make a little rectangle here, and we're going to try to match the box that he has right there. Now we could do it this way, or we can also use the width and height tools to shape our box. But basically all we want to do is just shape a box that's right there. Now keep in mind that he's talking here, but I only have a still image. But that portrait cutout can be used for videos as well as still images. But at this point here, if this was a video back here, it wouldn't have the green screen. This would be all this proper color instead of all of this stuff bleeding through it. And his image right here, which we put on track 2, is going to cover up that it's inserted. This was recorded in another piece of software. But at this point, then he would have exactly what he wants. So that's how simple it is to make that. And then, of course, you would just export it. I'm going to do one more thing. Okay, I've queued up a short clip here. It's not a person sitting in front of a camera, but it is a person sitting there. And I just wanted to demonstrate how the cutout works on a video versus a still image. So we've got our still image here, and we're now going to activate the AI cutout. We'll do Shift Home, that make sure that we're centered on the very first frame. And if everything goes right, we will see that it's processing right here. And so let's go. And there it is processing. And as soon as it's done processing, then it has checked the entire video. And so there is the cutout. And let's see how it works for a video versus a still image. And it works pretty good. So I think this kind of would work for him on a video, assuming that he has a video of a clean map without the bleed through, without the green screen background. So if he did his recording without using the green screen, whether he used it in Filmora or whether he used it on the software that he used to do this training video in the first place, wherever he used it, he shouldn't use it. He should just leave his insert in there. Unfortunately, of course, for him, if he had been able to do it all in Filmora, he would have been able to separate the background video from the insert video. So that's basically how you do it. It's as simple as putting 2 copies on there, taking the top copy, and I'm going to double click that and we'll go into it. And in the combined clip, this is where we did the AI portrait cutout, which can be done with a video. And we put the background color that we wanted to use for his background around here. We then returned to the main line, and we have another copy of the video down here where it doesn't have the nice background that he would like to have. And we just apply a mask to the compound clip. Easy peasy.